So before we get started tonight with our topic, I have a couple of fun things to share with you. One is on the new All Things Digital on your new Juice Plus site, the shared cart is working. So what that means is you can go in and put what you want for a customer into their cart, and then you can share that cart with somebody and they can just check out on their own. So I have heard that is working. I heard that is going to make social media so much easier too, right? I mean, for you to be able to message somebody, here's what we talked about, and they can just check out. So that is awesome. The men's call, there's a monthly men's call that is put on by Guy Debut, who is one of the top partners in the world. And that is Wednesday night. So if you know anybody that, is of the male gender, they are invited to be on that call. And they talk about, why Juice Plus Virtual Franchise is so great. So that is something you might want to plug into. They typically, it starts around like 7:00 Mountain Standard Time, I think. So it'll be on our calendar though, so you guys can look for that. And I will also share that out with you. I think I put it out on Boxer anyway. On February 13th, Catherine Lee has invited our team to participate in her Vision 2021 Making Vision Boards. So you can bring your magazines and everything, and she's going to show you how to put together an amazing vision board. The only thing she asks is that we don't share that event publicly. Okay, so that's just for us. And that is, you can find the information about that in our team Facebook group under events. The new February project broadcast codes are out for the bundles, and that is put up in your units in our Facebook group, so you can find the bundles there. And then if you're new to project broadcast, we have the other bundles that have all been sent out. I put those up again today too. And Missy and Judy, we have a shred coming up. When is our next shred? She's like, what? Missy, when's our next shred?
We didn't talk about it, and so it should be, let me just look up that. Yeah, it should be probably
maybe the 8th.
Yeah, starting the 8th.
Okay. So February 8th it is. That's good because I need some time to invite some people to that as well.
So and 8th I will through the 17th then.
Yep.
8th through the 17th. So will one of you guys make an event for that and put it in on our Facebook group side, not in both Facebook groups actually?
You're gonna tell everyone they can still drink and eat on Valentine's Day, which is Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's not good, is it? Should we do it the 1st?
No. I think if you do it the 1st, it would carry it the 1st to the 10th, but yeah, I don't know how quickly you want to put that together because that's next week.
The 1st. You can take my flyer. I put the Bernie meme.
That's right. Ellen's doing hers. Yeah, I saw that. That's cute.
That. It was really cute.
Let's do the 1st through the 10th. And we all volunteer for a day. Well, we should be good, right?
Yeah, if you'll all volunteer, then we can get the other stuff put together. But I'll put a deal out, probably try to do it tomorrow, where you can, the same kind of thing that we do on our Facebook each time, where you pick your day. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
So sounds great.
So what did we decide? The 1st or the 8th?
The 1st because of Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to just mention that because I was looking right at it in the calendar.
So I have a gal who you guys, if you're not on Project Broadcast, I'm gonna tell you it's great. I sent out, like, if you'd like to know about the shred, text back Shred 101. And I got a couple of people who were interested in knowing more about the shred because of Project Broadcast. So there is a shred, learn about it. It's the keyword I think is Shred 101. And then it just starts sending them some texts about what the shred is. And so the gal that I talked to today, she actually called me on my phone and said, hey, thank you for all the education texts. I can't do it in February, but because we're both going to be in Hawaii, we found out next week at the same time. But she's going to do it in March. So she said, I'll need to get shakes and all of that. And I go, okay, great. So I have an appointment to talk to her around the 20th of February to get her ready for the March shred. So this stuff works, you guys. It's awesome. And then it is time to do your customer care. So if you have, what I like to do is run a report off of my virtual office for everybody that's shipping in February. And I'm actually using a Project Broadcast to send them a text through that because it keeps a record of my conversations with them and let them know that their order is coming. So however you communicate. So this is a good time just to sit down, do it all at once. Hey, your order shipping on February 5th. Let me know if you need to make any changes. Thanks for being awesome. Oh, by the way, we have a shred starting. If you'd like more information, text back Shred 101. Okay, and it'll put them in that campaign for you if you're on that. And then next week and the week after, Ellen, do you want to share a little more about what is coming for our team calls? You had some fun things that you want to just give them a little teaser?
Sorry, I'm muted. Reagan, I totally don't have my act together. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know we talked about it on Voxer. One thing we're going to do is next week is going to be like quiz show style. So come like fun and high energy. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to really just learn some of the basics of the new comp plan, points, prices, all that, because there's still some confusion. So we're going to kind of have a game show call and probably some fun prizes, and everybody will just learn together because I know I still find myself when someone asks me, yeah, you know, how much is the Trio? I go, like 75. But then when they ask me about the quad, I'm always like, what is it?
105.
So yeah, I mean, you know what, like I kind of I was like, okay, I got to get humble. This is good for me. So we'll have fun with that. Reagan's gone the next 2 weeks. So I'll be on those calls. What was our other thing we were going to do, Reagan?
Oh, 512. So if you guys, and I'll put this up in our Facebook group, if you did a 512, what that means is that in the month, and we're doing this through the end of the quarter, you have 5 new customers, at least 1 new person who is a new partner on your team direct to you, and you had at least 2 events, you get $100. So I'm going to put that post up in our Facebook group, and then you can just say, I did it, and just tell us what you did. Okay. And then you will get probably, it'll either be Venmo or $100 gift card through Amazon, depending on what I decide to do for you. So, and what else was there? Anything else? Am I missing something?
I don't know. No, I mean, I think we really talked last week about the 512. So let's keep our focus on that. You know, look at your calendars. You know, if you've really got a goal, then look at your calendar and, you know, start with what are your 2 events going to be, and, you know, who are the people you're going to talk to find those 5 new customers and that 1 new team member. And always remember, you're just kind of shooting for that. Doesn't have to be exact, right? You might flip it around one month, and that's okay. Okay. So, but the 2 events, I love that they added this in. I think this is such an important part of our philosophy is you don't get the 5-1 without the activity to do that. And a couple of events a month is going to really change. You know, if you haven't been in that much activity, it's really going to change you for the better and get you talking to some people and gaining some momentum. That's income building activity. And we're here to make a difference, but we're also here to make an income. So let's go do that.
That's right. Okay, awesome. And so Missy, I think you have a little brag to do about somebody. Am I right?
You are right. So Kayla has already made her Partner Plus, and I put that in. Yeah. So we haven't heard back yet from home office, but it's all in, and so I'm sure it's a go.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So congratulations, Kayla, because that's really exciting.
Thank you. I also was going to ask you, does my smoothie bar that I did, does that count as an event?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I did my smoothie bar last Friday, and I've got another one next week for a different school. So I'm excited about it.
That's so good. Way to go.
Okay. Tell us how you're doing that. Do you have a second to tell us how you're doing this smoothie bar event?
Yeah. So I just contacted a couple different schools. One is Todd's school that he works at, another is mine, and then there's a couple others who are interested. And basically, I bring in the vanilla and the chocolate completes, and I make a smoothie out of the vanilla and a smoothie out of the chocolate. And this last one, I did a triple berry with orange juice and vanilla, so it was dairy free. And then I did like a chocolate peanut butter banana, and I just blended them up and I put a bunch out on a table, and I put all the Juice Plus stuff out there. And I had it all displayed, and I had this big fruit like display. I got fresh bananas and lemons and like pineapple and cut it all up. And I had some granola bars and some yogurt, and I laid it out, and we invited the staff to come and enjoy breakfast on us. And then as they came in, I recruited my 9-year-old daughter to tell them, this is the chocolate banana, and this is what's in it, and this is Juice Plus, and this is what, and then she started saying, and we take the Juice Plus gummies, and they're so delicious. So if you have kids, it was super cute. And so now she's going to do another one with me, and she felt important. And I ended up with 2 new customers out of it and then I have another one that just contacted me yesterday about making a complete order. And then 2 other teachers that have asked me about doing the shred, because I put it out there as something that if anybody's interested to do it with me, they can. So I just put it out to teachers, and teachers love it.
They love it. So
That's
now
amazing.
you have somebody joining your team as well.
I haven't gone that far yet.
I know you just got started, but I'm telling you, you are so close to the 512 to get that other $100 bonus. So I think you can do that by the end of the month. You still got a few days.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a challenge, and I love challenges. I mean,
it might have been just because I think you can do it. And then Sue, I know Kayamisha's not on, but do you want me to play her Voxer that she sent me?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so Kayamisha started, was it last week?
Yes, last
Oh,
week.
this is what she said. She said, just signed up 2 new partners. So
Yep.
she says, cheers to moving forward. I love that. So congratulations to you and your new partner who's already signing up partners. So that's pretty fun. And then Sue, you are on fire. So we talked about being someone's sparkle, and you have been so many people's sparkle in just the last quarter, let alone all the time, but this week even. So will you share like your amazing day that you had and who you sparkled for?
I called Reagan today, everybody, because I had 6 orders today. 6 orders. So I had 4 new customers, and I had what? What, Ellen?
I said, would you rub off on me, please? That's awesome.
Yeah.
All I've been doing, everybody, it's always the same thing. I talk to people about our Juice Plus, our mission, and I send out chews, offer education. I always follow up. Now I'm on Project Broadcast too, by the way, but I always do I send a informational just from YouTube about our Juice Plus. And I always, after I talk to someone about, I give them the little packets of the capsules. I just go ahead, or the chews, I just follow up with that little YouTube. And I just ask them to watch it, and then I follow up with them, and 8 out of 10 times they end up ordering. And today it was just a deluge. People just reached out to me and said, hey, I want to order those capsules. I want to order those omegas. I want to order those dark berries. And I do have a woman I sat down with today. She wants to do a tower next week. And I said to her, well, if you're going to do a tower, you might as well be a partner, because you're going to be sharing that with your friends and with our whole golf group. Why not go? She says, oh, I think I should do that. So my goal, Reagan, remember when we first talked the first of the month, was that my 3 wins was to get 3 new team members. I've already done 2 this month. And if I can do this lady next week, which I probably will, that will be 3 new team members in 5 weeks. So I'm pretty excited about that, just to get people moving forward. And with Kayamisha, I'm going back up again this Thursday, everybody, to do a whole presentation, a second one at her office about the commission and our commission plan and talk to those that are becoming customers again about our products. So I'll be doing that Thursday while you're on the way to Hawaii, I might add.
That's
But
great.
I'll be doing that. Yes. So
Great
was just-
job.
yeah, thank you very much.
So
Yeah,
when
way
you
to go.
that you give them a video. So obviously you're seeing them in person to hand them a sample pack. So we have those little sample packs of the gummies.
Correct.
But you're out at the gym or golf or wherever you are, you always have them with you.
Yes, always
And then
carry them.
you have your card stapled to them or
Always, and I'm sorry, I don't even have an example with me. They're in the other room, actually in my workout bag, but
Okay.
I have them in my golf cart and my workout bag in my purse. No matter where I go,
yeah.
I whip them out. And one of the people was my hairdresser because I got my hair done on Wednesday. And I said, your daughter's had COVID. Aren't you at all concerned about your immune system? And so we just talked a little bit more about that. And I said, wouldn't it be a benefit to you to have a stronger immune system? And so, boom, she ordered the red, green, and the purple right there.
So good. Okay. So, and then would you mind putting Sue the link to the video that you share in our chat here? And then we'll copy that and get that put up too on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, not a
A
problem.
great job. I know you have just been so consistent and I love what she said. She talks to people. So with that, talking about being, you know, being a sparkle for somebody or I wanted to just have you guys, so we've got some newer people on. I know Kayla had to run because she has something for the next few weeks that starts. Oh, look at that. See, just so simple. Again, so
There you go,
simple.
Sue.
Yeah, look at
That's
Al's
it.
got
Al, and I've got all those for you too.
it. She's
Yeah, I know.
duplicating, right?
Your business card and 2 samples.
Exactly. That's great. So, so the reason I said sparkle is because you guys, we get to really help people's lives. And I thought it would be great for you guys to think about somebody that you really shined your light on, that it made a huge difference for you. And I'd love for you, if any of you, you know, we have time for a couple of stories to share, you know, something that you go, gosh, I'm so glad that I was brave and look what happened. I shared, you know, Juice Plus with them and look what happened. And I want to share with you, I got a fun little call, a little boxer this weekend, just from Dr. Rachel Van Pelt. And she shared with me that because I had shared with her and she had shared with her parents, her dad has been struggling with some medical things over time and was really stubborn and would not take the Juice Plus. But because of COVID, he started deciding to take Juice Plus. And he said that his life has been like changed. And he had so much more energy that he started a business of making all these wine racks. And you know, here's this retired guy's making 100 wine racks now a month. And he said he would have never been able to do that before if he didn't have the energy and feel as good as he does. So totally changed the way that he feels and his outlook on life. And I just think, gosh, what if I hadn't been brave and talked to Dr. Rachel Van Pelt? Now, sometimes talking to a doctor is scary, right? And she's like one of the top researchers in nutrition in the world. And I was like, oh my gosh, but I knew a lot about Juice Plus. So, you know what, when we went to lunch, I asked her to go to lunch with me. I thought, you know what, I know more about Juice Plus than she does. And so I'm just going to give her the information and answer her questions. And it was because of that, I was able to get those questions answered that she said, oh my gosh, how come I didn't know about this? So, you know, sometimes we have to just be courageous and be brave. And if we want different results, we have to do things differently than we did last year, right? I mean, if you keep thinking, when's the right time? When's the right time? Oh my gosh, I need to build this relationship first. No, you don't. You need to care about them enough to say, gosh, if I had some information about that or something that could help you, would you at least just take a look at the information? You can build the relationship along the way, and you can sparkle brightly for a lot of people if you're not waiting and always worrying about what people think about you. So who would like to share something that's happened with one? Go ahead, Jill.
So yeah, I definitely have one that kind of relates. I can relate to the story you shared about Rachel. My mom was back in the day signed up to be, I think as a favor, to be my first distributor. So I think she just did it and she got on the product and she liked the, you know, she got on the capsules, the trio, and she was taking shakes, and then she stopped you know, and she was one of those, like, I'm not going to do anything, as like, I'm not going to share this with anyone until I see results or feel results, kind of thing. Right. So then she fell off the wagon. She stopped taking it. She has like major allergies. She's always complaining about her sinuses, yada, yada. So the other day, well, gosh, no, it's probably been, you know what, it's been a month, because I got the reminder to check in with her, the 30-day reminder. And I said, finally, I was like, she was over here, and I said, you know what? Because she's constantly complaining, you know, about these things. It's like, you know what? I said something. I was brave. And I was just like, I didn't say like, I'm sick of hearing you complain, but something to the effect of like, listen, would you really give Juice Plus another try? Because, you know, I've got to tell you, if you stick it out, you know, I can't tell you that it's going to cure your allergies, or that your arthritis is going to be, you know, I can't do that. But I said, I do know that you're bound to get better. You're going to start feeling better, and your energy and all of these things, because she's just complaining all the time. And she said yes. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, and she said yes to the quad. Yeah. She said yes to the quad. And I was like, hallelujah. Are you kidding? Like, she's a stubborn pain in the ass. And so Reagan knows her. Yeah. Jenna's met her. So she finally, you know, it's all about timing. She finally was like, okay, I'll do it. And I was like, amen. Give me your credit card. And so, yeah. And I'm so glad, like, it was just such a success. I'm so glad that I didn't just listen to her again, you know, complain and just, you know, let her vent. I finally was like, no, that's it. I'm going to say something. And it was worth it. And I'm so glad. And I check in with her, you know, like, I don't want to hound her about it, but I definitely check in and gently remind her, say, hey, how are you feeling? Or, you know, have you taken how are you doing with are you in the Juice Plus habit now again? So yeah, definitely. It was worth it. So hopefully she'll stick on it this time around.
That's awesome.
Thanks. It was good. It felt good.
It's your mama, right? Oh,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Kristen wants to say something.
Hey, Reagan, I have something.
Hold on, Karen. It's Chris.
Oh.
Chris. Then you can go, Kristen.
Oh, sure.
No, I was applauding Jill.
Oh, okay. Okay, Karen.
So, you know, I've been in physical therapy for after my shoulder surgery since June.
Yeah.
So during that whole time, I've been talking to my physical therapist, kind of mentioning Juice Plus and taking him some samples. And anyway, so, and a while back he had said, well, after the first of the year, and then we didn't really have a chance to talk about it because he's has students in sometimes too. So I emailed him this week and I said, you know, I don't want to be a pest, but you had said contact you after the first of the year, because I've sent him videos also. And I said, you know, I could bring in some samples for your staff if you're interested, or just, you know, tell me how you would like to proceed. And he said, well, I'm not ready to bring in my staff yet, but I am ready. I want to sign up. So I see him tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what it is that he's going to sign up for. If anybody has recommendations, I'm open. It would be awesome if he did everything. I also know that his wife has a lot of trouble with anxiety. And I've heard people say that they have found that Juice Plus really helps their anxiety. So if you guys, I'm so excited because I've kind of been nurturing this along for almost 7 months now. If you guys have any advice of how to seal the deal, but he said he was ready and I'm just thrilled.
You said you were ready. Let's get you started. Most people start out with taking, you know, the trio and the omega, the quad, but was there anything else? Did you also want the shakes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love it.
But you can always go down, right? You can always go down, but where is he going to have the best benefit?
True. If he starts with everything, then he's going to really know. Yeah.
Right. And maybe he'd like to do a shred with us on February 1st.
That's a great idea. I will mention that to him. And it's, for a while, I really thought that he was not going to be interested, that he was just kind of humoring me. But for him to finally say yes, I was just thrilled.
Well, that was because you were persistent and kind at the same time. And you're a nurse and you have credibility, and you didn't allow your stinking thinking to win that argument. You kept following up, and sometimes timing is everything, right?
Yes.
So no doesn't mean no. It means maybe not right now. And maybe sometimes they're just busy. And, you know, sometimes really it is just about continuing to stick to it until they say, you know what, I'm never going to be interested. Okay, well, that's good to know. Now you can let them go, you know?
Exactly. And then today I reached out to our old car dealer, somebody that we've bought cars from in the past. And we played phone tag a little bit, but he agreed to talk to me tomorrow.
Good job.
So I'm like,
Way to go, Karen.
thank you.
You guys, Karen has come so far in her growth and in her bravery. So when I hear her talk like this and she's having those wins, I want to do a backflip. It's just, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Great.
It's so hard for me to do that. Even somebody like the car dealership that I've known for 40 years, making that phone call was one of the hardest. It took me 10 minutes to talk myself into pushing dial on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, way to go. And you know what? You're just asking instead of deciding what they're going to say, you're just asking. So anybody else have like a fun story of somebody you shared Juice Plus with? Go ahead, Donna.
I just want to say thanks to Karen because she always inspires me. We've known each other for about 40 years, getting close to.
That's great.
And so I'm excited to get this going. I've had a lot of problems the last year and I'm still getting back on track, but I'm really excited about doing this business.
I'm glad to have you here. And
thank you.
So that's fantastic.
Ditto.
Reagan?
Yeah.
Does anybody else want to go before me?
Nope, you go.
Okay. So a friend of mine from the LPGA, a former LPGA, posted something about going to farmers markets and how people in farmers markets, she lives near Daytona, they weren't wearing masks. And so she was really concerned about people breathing on the vegetables that she was buying at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
So I mentioned to her, did she ever think about growing her own? And so this was on her Facebook page. And she said, well, she says, I don't really have the room. And so I thought, well, I'm going to move this over to Messenger because I don't have her phone number. So I moved it over to the Messenger and she, I told her if you could grow your own, would that be something you'd be interested in? And so she said, I would, but she says, I really don't have any room on my patio. I live in a small townhouse and my patio is really small. So I said, have you ever considered maybe you could grow indoors because you could possibly grow indoors? So she still gave me all these excuses why she couldn't do it and all the room she didn't have, et cetera, et cetera. So I did say to her, I said, well, I can appreciate all of that. I said, but you must certainly know other people who are in the same predicament as you and who might want to grow. Do you have, if you have any referrals, please, tell me who they are. I'd love to get in touch with them. I said, no pressure, but what we're trying to do is make sure people get fresh produce that nobody's breathing on. And so she says, I actually do have someone. And she says, I'm going to match you up. She hasn't done it yet, but she said she was going to match me up with somebody. So, I'm hopeful. If she doesn't do it in a couple of days, I'll just say, is there some way that the three of us can talk on the phone or something like that? But at least it was something because.
Yeah, you went for a referral. I think that's great. And you know what? If her friend says it's a great idea, she may think it's a great idea. And realize that she does have 2.5 square feet somewhere, right? Even in the garage. I mean, I grow mine in the garage. Why not?
I think she lives in a townhouse, so I don't think she has a garage because I can understand it because we used to live in a townhome when we were first married and there really isn't a lot of room. She's not lying, but still, you can always make do, right?
Exactly. Closet or something somewhere for sure. Okay, how about on the business side? Anybody have anything that they've had somebody that's had some great things happen because of being part of our team? Ellen.
So you guys, I was really excited. I still am because my January shred group I think we had 12 people in it and everybody like rocked it and loved it and got so much out of it. I mean, I don't know where Izzy is, except she stopped drinking coffee. So she probably already went to bed. She still hasn't had a cup of coffee. And we had guys on it. We had ladies. It was literally the most fun shred group I've ever had because it's kind of like friends from all different parts of life coming together. And one thing that that I did was a nightly check-in Zoom. And that was really valuable for a handful of people in the group. They really liked getting on there and talking about it. And I mean, collectively, I think we lost close to 50 pounds. And I mean, people are like, you know, just one of Rory's teachers did it. And she was like, oh my gosh, you know, my doctor's like telling me I got to go on all these drugs for acid reflux. And now I know I just need to not eat after 6 o'clock at night. So, you know, it just felt great, especially after 2020 being such a crappy year. Like, it just felt so good to do something good. And, you know, I told Reagan that like put an extra $500 in my paycheck for product that people ordered. And a lot of it was existing customers who had, you know, they had stuff on the shelves, maybe they weren't taking, and now they're back in the habit. So it was just, and for me personally, I needed the shreds so badly, you guys. I detoxed hardcore and I totally needed it. I feel a lot better. Pants are looser. I'm blonder.
Wow, that's amazing.
No, but it was really fun. So loved that.
Awesome. Congratulations. And I love how you did the Zoom. That's a great idea. How long? With just a quick one, like a 10-minute Zoom?
Yeah, like kind of however long everybody wanted to talk. But I mean, you know, like my friend Katrina, who is literally one of my very first Juice Plus customers from one of my first wellness presentations in my basement in Park Hill. She did the shred. She's a veteran shredder, and she and I would get on and talk every night. And she's a teacher. She's been quarantined forever. So I think people liked the connection.
Yeah.
There was a couple gals from Stapleton who they kind of hit it off and became friends, and they were like trading shakes. So, you know, it was just really fun. Stefan did it and complained about it for 10 days on the radio, and then just kept going because he was like losing a pound a day and feeling so much better. So that it's just been great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Very fun. All right, we are just a little bit 3 minutes over. And so I'm going to say thank you guys for joining us. If anybody needs any help with anything, let me know. And go sparkle on people, you guys. Go be a sparkle for somebody. Go shine your light. Have fun. And you know, the more people that join us on our mission, the more people that get to also, you're gonna all of a sudden have stars in your sky. So that's what I wish for you. And I will chat with you guys soon. And Ellen will chat with you next week.
Yes.
When are you leaving, Reagan?
Thursday morning.
Have a great time.
Thank you.
Great time.
You're gone for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I thought we came back the 11th and 8th, so I guess I was wishing I stayed longer. But yeah.
Have a great